Half a length further back in the field, then Blessum and Kashkai is deeper still, and a couple of lengths to Yo-Yo Ma, who went back to last of all. Up the side, and the leader is Desert Sky. Desert Sky for Luke Curry, about a length in front of Smoking Barrel. Grand Falls getting a good cut. He's third on the inside past the 600, followed by Berezny. Hydrometer's come off the rails. Wonder Blessum, Kashkai and Yo-Yo Ma. Up to the turn now, and Desert Sky in front of Smoking Barrel. Berezny running on, although pressured as Hydrometer. Blessum comes to the outside, and Grand Falls stayed on the rails as they cornered. And next Kashkai. Desert Sky around the home turn. He's in front of Smoking Barrel. Berezny. Then Hydrometer, who's battling away under the whip. Kashkai's coming with a run. Blessum's coming hard. Smoking Barrel after Desert Sky. Berezny and Blessum are coming. Berezny and Blessum race to the lead now. Blessum on the outside and Berezny. They're coming to the line, and Blessum won it by a half head. Berezny. Desert Sky held on okay for third, just in front of Smoking Barrel. Then Hydrometer, Kashkai and Yo-Yo Ma in a line, and Grand Falls about 5 lengths away last. Blessum for Glenn Boss finishing the race a shade too well, will pay $5.90 and $2.20. Berezny $2, Desert Sky $2.80. Should be 12, 6 and 2 in the 5th on the card. Glenn Boss at the double, having scored on Willie Command in the 1st on the card. In the frame it goes now. Blessum first, second 6 Berezny, third number 2 Desert Sky, who led them up, and he did hold on pretty well after being headed.
12.62, number 9 in 4th position, so that is confirmed across the line. 12.62 and 9 in 4th position. Blessum though, Glenn Boss registers a winning double, and Danny O'Brien. It was one which was kept so safe throughout in betting, came with a searching run out wide. And how about Desert Sky, a former Group 1 winner, showing glimpses of his best form of 2 years ago?
He certainly did. I mean, on form, he's a far better horse than these, but he's struggling to regain that sort of form. But Blessum, well, he's done the right job. Berezny looked well. So I suppose a couple of horses who looked race fit. A lot of those horses in that race look like they'll improve with the run.
So Blessum collects the cash, and we're on the countdown now to the AAMI Blue Diamond. It's the next on the card, the first Group 1 2-year-old race of the Australian racing calendar. Value bet in place at Cheltenham as they head out at Cheltenham.
Racing. They've jumped in a fair line. Kashkai going back after the start. Desert Sky, one of the first out. Berezny showing some speed, and Smoking Barrel's just behind those. Grand Falls getting up on the inside, a length and a half further back, Hydrometer. Blessum, Kashkai and Yo-Yo Ma last of all. Desert Sky went to the front. They're not going quick by a length to Smoking Barrel, Grand Falls. Berezny back 4th. They're followed a length off by Hydrometer 5th from Blessum, a length into Kashkai. 2 lengths to Yo-Yo Ma last of all. Coming down towards the 650 metre mark, and it's Desert Sky 3/4 Smoking Barrel, who's worked up outside the lead, a length and a half to 2 to Grand Falls. Then Berezny out 3 deep, back in the middle, Hydrometer, as they start to quicken up a length and a half, then to Blessum, 2 to Kashkai. Yo-Yo Ma last of all. Desert Sky first for home, straight and nearly a length in front. From outside at Smoking Barrel, Berezny further out, Hydrometer cutting the corner back in the red cap, back nearer the inside from Blessum. Kashkai behind those. Desert Sky tackled by Smoking Barrel. Berezny and Blessum wider out from Hydrometer and Kashkai. It's on the outside here, Berezny and Blessum getting to Desert Sky. Out wide, Blessum coming back, Berezny. Blessum and Berezny split the line, and Blessum a half head, Berezny 3/4 to 3rd. Desert Sky from Smoking Barrel. Then Hydrometer, Kashkai from Yo-Yo Ma. Grand Falls last of all.
Winner 12 Blessum, 5.80, 1.90. Glenn Boss defeating 6 Berezny at 2.10, and third will go to 2 Desert Sky at $3.20.
And correct weight Kembla, race 4 on the numbers 5, 1, 7, 8. The first 4 dividend paying $141.90. Correct weight Brisbane on the third. The first 4 there on 2.49 and 11, $4,350.60.
Getting up to win in the last 20 or 30 metres. He was the widest runner, just watching the head on. Probably about 12 horses out. Inside him was Berezny. Smoking Barrel back outside the leader, Desert Sky. Hydrometer had cut the corner, but Jazz wasn't able to pick up enough, and Berezny just in front for a couple of bounds, but Blessum has got it right on the post. Numbers will be up in a moment, and they are now 12, 6, 2 and 9. 12, 6, 2, 9. Winning trainer is Dan O'Brien with Dean now.
And the winning rider, Glenn Boss. Now those margins, Doomben. We're 1 1/4 1:11.3 the time with correct weight, race 3.
Correct weight for Mounties, a memorable sponsor of the Parramatta Eels. Meadows Road, Mount Pritchard, just 5 minutes from Liverpool.
Hey, Donny Sutton.
I've here the Royal Sovereign Stakes numbers 3, 1 and 6 and 4. I'm forgiving Snowland's disappointing run in the Lightning and Flemington. He just seemed to get lost down that straight. Back at home here, loves a bit of sting out of the ground. This track's looking a little bit leaderish. He looks like bounding to the front here, and he's going to be awfully hard to catch. Stablemates Planchet, he's got a bit of quality about him, Planchet, and has won twice first up, so certainly will be running home hard here. His stablemate's very fit. Number 6, Force Apollo. Looks like John Hawkes has got him ready for a big first up performance. Best of the rest, number 4, Clangalang. I'm expecting him to be running on at big odds late. 3 on top, Snowland. Hardest to be 1, Planchet, and 6, Force Apollo.
Chris Kearns, how about some betting moves on course Snowland? Are we getting some value about that $2.20 on the tote?
No, Brendan. Line ball there with Snowland. A little bit of value about Planchet. Just going down the list here, Clangalang's about comparable there. Sportsman's had specking, and so you're getting value there by about 3 points overs on Sportsman. And there's been a good move for Force Apollo, but that's about line ball with its tote price. And further down there, Charlie Bub. You're getting nice overs there, about 4 points overs on Charlie Bub. And they are the main ones. There's been a little specking for Athelnoth too, fractionally overs on the tote. But they're the main ones here. Snowland, the firm favourite, though, for the Royal Sovereign.
OK, so we count down to Randwick, where Snowland is the tote fancy. Thanks for that, Chris. We'll have morning news with Ian Craig very, very soon. On course for the Diamond, Hallaberry, the favourite, and remains that way. Money Rodine. And outside of those, Kusi. Huge overs on the tote.
I think it's starting to get a very warm day here. The sun's out, the humidity's going up, and the track will be drying out. So that could change the form that people have been doing for wet trackers.
And I can tell you the time they've run on the last race, just a tick over 1:10, indicates better than slow. A break, back with Randwick in just a moment. Ian Craig standing by at Randwick. This is the first of the big feature races from Sydney, and it's at the Group 2 Royal Sovereign. Here's Ian.
Snowland goes up into the stalls. Sun shining brightly here at Randwick as I speak. And it's only Clangalang. Been a good race over the years, the Royal Sovereign Stakes. And at the moment, Clangalang is not keen to go forward. I might get him this time, though. Yep, he's there. And a field of 11. 2:30, about Snowland in New South Wales. They're ready. Racing in the Royal Sovereign, and Snowland jumped out quickly. Likewise, Athelnoth and War out well. Then Planchet, Force Apollo, followed by Sportsman and Water out a half Hennessy, and then a Rouge Homme, Charlie Bub. Clangalang second last, Beavers last. Snowland gets across to the fence to lead. War is going to have a shot at him now. And down to the 800. It's Snowland ahead on War, 2 lengths to Force Apollo, followed by Planchet, Sportsman, and then a length gap to Athelnoth. Close handy next is half Hennessy, followed by Rouge Homme, Charlie Bub. 3 lengths to Clangalang, and a length and a half further back is Beaver. By the 600 in the hot pot in the Royal Sovereign, Snowland leads nicely. Bois is second, Planchet third, followed by on the inside Sportsman, and then Force Apollo and Athelnoth, and a half Hennessy and Rouge Homme head the others. They're homeward bound, and Snowland increased his lead on Bois to 2 lengths, then Athelnoth, followed by Planchet, and Charlie Bubba's next down to the 200 marker, and Snowland taken on by Athelnoth. Here's Athelnoth bridging the gap on the favourite, and quickly Athelnoth raced away from Snowland, Planchet, Charlie Bub, but Athelnoth will win it easily. Athelnoth wins the Royal Sovereign in grand style. Planchet second, Charlie Bub third. Snowland walked in from Clangalang, Sportsman, Bois, Beaver, Rouge Homme, half Hennessy, and Force Apollo a distant last.
Planchet making up a lot of ground, but not enough to catch Athelnoth, producing a stirring finish. Hugh Bowman for Tiger Holland, $16.90, $16.50 and $13. Now we await third. to see what's run third. But Athelnoth making it its third career win in 13 starts. Take nothing away, great ride, and he found the nice quick lane out in the apex of the track, Richard.
Yes, he was probably a little unlucky at his last start, and he wasn't beaten far, so, you know, being wise after the event, he probably had better form than we thought, but he did get the race run to suit. The strong pace set by Snowland there, it was almost suicidal, it was for Snowland, and he folded up the last little bit, but Athelnoth had it rounded up and the race won. Good run from Planchet. That was a good run getting home. He looked like he was flat-footed at the top of the straight, but he got going again. And Charlie Bubb, well, a very promising run from him too. Follow him into better races.
So 10-1-8 across the line, and fourth looking to go the way of Snowland number 3. Now here's the head on. The Cerise is Planchet. Guru colours back on the inside is Snowland. But the searching run out wide with the light colours and the nose roll. They worked to great effect, the nose rolls.
Yeah, it might be a fast lane out there. A couple of horses have come wide and swooped, but it could have a bit to do with the pace up front too. But Planchet there having to cross over the heels of Athelnoth in the last little bit. When he got to work on him, Justin Sheehan, he did very well, and there's a good race in him, Planchet.
Oh, I reckon on that return to racing, but Athelnoth proving too good. 10-1-8 and 3. All we await now is the time, which will be very interesting considering how quickly they went up front. First of the runners for the Amy Blue Diamond in just a moment. Larry Olsen standing by in Brisbane.
Thanks, Brendan. Yes, I'm keeping my numbers.
Just remembering it is a slow track today at Randwick. But we'll go to Andrew Lang now, and Andrew Lang is about to experience his first live radio call. An unusual position to be in for a comedian.
Well, yes, I'm trying my best out here today, and I can tell you what, I've decided to pick one of the hardest races to call, but, you know, good luck to me, I say, and I think if I can pull it off, well, you know, who knows what's going to happen to Jack. Here we go now. They've almost all gone in. Snowland now the favourite here. $2.30. Red light on. Starter very slowly moving around now to his platform. That very high-tech ladder he's got there. He's now going to manage to... He's put one foot on it. He's still not happy. The red light still flashes away. Now, there's a bit of movement in the barriers out there. Still waiting now. Clang-a-lang. Looks like it's been let out of the gates. He now moves up. And we're almost set here now for the Royal Sovereign Stakes. Over the 1,200 metres, the Group 2 event. Set. Off and racing now. Now Clang-a-lang on the outside got away well, followed by Snowland, who's going to rush up and beat them all. Snowland goes out in front. Further 2 lengths away on his outside is Bois. Then 3 wide is Athelnoth now, followed further back by Force Apollo. Sportsman now hits on the rails, followed 2 lengths away to Half Hennessy. Rouge Homme getting a fair way back, followed by Charlie Bubb. Then comes Clang-a-lang and Beaver at the tail of the field. Coming around now with just over 600 metres to go, and Snowland's doing it nicely out in front. Bois comes a little bit closer to him now, followed then by Sportsman. Caught 3 wide is Planchet, on the inside is Sportsman. Followed then by Athelnoth, followed by Half Hennessy. Then comes Rouge Homme. Charlie Bubb now starting to get a little bit closer and forget about Beaver and Clang-a-lang. As they come around the turn now, Snowland's got a nice little break. Bois tries hard down the outside, and same with Athelnoth, and Planchet trying hard as well. Just with over 200 metres to go now, it's Snowland in front. Down the outside, Athelnoth has taken over the lead from Snowland. Athelnoth now in front, and Planchet tries hard with Charlie Bubb down the outside. But Athelnoth's going to win the Royal Sovereign. Athelnoth first, followed by Planchet. It'll be close for third between, on his inside is Snowland, and then followed by Charlie Bubb. Then came Clang-a-lang, who made up ground, followed by Bois. Then came Sportsman, followed further back to Rouge Homme. Then was Half Hennessy, and tailed off last at the tail of the field was Force Apollo. So the winner there, you'll find, will be number 10, Athelnoth. Athelnoth, the winner of the Royal Sovereign. Second will go to number 1, Planchet, and third will be a photo. So I think you'll find the dividends. Number 10 will pay $16 and $3.60. A nice little dividend there.
All right, Andrew, thank you very much. 10-1 and a photo at Randwick, and that is a freakish effort, because I don't mind telling the listeners that that is just 6 weeks after Andrew tried his first race call. He's done it live now on radio. That is just one of the great gifts in sporting calls, to be able to call a race.
He's done sensational. I think we're going to have to send Jack back to the old person's home, because Jack's struggling deluxe, and Andrew is just, well, he's just all over him like a cheap suit, to be honest.
Let's go to the news now across the Saturday Sport Network.
On-course news, here's the late mail.
Brennan. Well, difficult race. There's not a lot between my initial two selections here. Number 12, Rodine, although as I speak, just shifts out a little bit on course. I thought it looked absolutely fantastic. As the track's drying out, probably even holds her in better stead. Number 7, Hallaberry, looks good, nothing special, has had good support on course. Mick Price, well, can he Quinella the race? That's the query. He probably can. Number 2, Rasun, looks fitter today than what I've noticed it in the past. Blinkers on, I think that is a positive step. And also number 4, Kuzi, a very flashy looking Sydney sider that's come down to try and take home some of our money. 12 ahead of 7, 2 and 4.
On-course news, Hallaberry, the clear on-top pick, has been well tried, is the on-course favourite. Good support, Rodine, that's the second elect. But outside of those, there's a few. Kuzi with late support, it's value on the tote. It's close enough. In fact, it is the third pick, and from there we go to How Funny, which has been very easy. Could it be Rinky Dink's race, a horse being kept safe in betting? John Didham in the saddle.
Well, John, going into the Diamond today, Rinky Dink, form's not that bad.
No, she ran really good the other day, just behind Hallaberry. She ran a good second. She drew wide and had to do a bit of work, and we're still finishing on the line. The 1200 will suit her better today, and she's drawn nice in barrier 2, so hoping that she'll run really well.
Not a lot of wet form in this particular race. How do you think she'll cope with it?
Yes, well, they're all pretty much a question mark. There's only Hallaberry who won on a slow track at Mornington in a pretty weak affair. So it's really thrown the race wide open. And I think if she can handle it, she's in with a great chance. But, of course, we might go 50 yards and we're straight out of business. But won't really know until we get out and get going.
No, fair enough. And best picture, yet to probably do something, but has got a little bit of form in Perth.
Yeah, Perth form's quite good. Had a long time off, and she only had the one run back the other day and went fair without setting the world on fire. But she's won on the slow track, so the wet might help her. She might come into it, and hoping that she can improve today.
Well, let's hope Rinky Dink goes perhaps a little better and gets the prize for you.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Thanks a lot.
Not all tyres are created equal. They may look similar, but the new silica tyre from Hankook is scientifically designed to save you fuel. Hankook's high-tech silica tread compound reduces rolling resistance, lasts longer, improves handling and fuel consumption up to 7.5%, which is why Hankook are chosen as original equipment on some of the world's finest cars. Save fuel, save money without compromising safety. State-of-the-art Hankook silica tyres, available from selected tyre outlets.
Countdown to the Blue Diamond. Kuzi's just been awarded the best presented horse in the mounting yard. One, Richard, that took your eye.
Yeah, very impressive looking horse, Kuzi. It wouldn't be hard to make him look good. He's got all the right things in the right place there, and he's been fairly firm on the track too. You know, he's held solidly at his quote, and I'm getting more confidence by the minute, Brendan.
You better go and have a bet. I like it. Stablemate Syrinx. In the saddle for Syrinx this afternoon is Brendan Fennick.
You went to Adelaide to ride Syrinx for John Hawkes. You ride it in the Blue Diamond today from barrier 1.
Yeah, it's probably not the best barrier for her because she sort of doesn't like racing inside horses, but she'll jump quickly and sort of be probably in the first 3 or 4, and it's just a matter of where to go at that sort of particular stage of the race and how the track's going to play, but she's an each-way chance for sure.
Brendan, how difficult is it to line up the form from Adelaide to what we would consider here a fairly illustrious race?
Yeah, it's a pretty strong race. I mean, racing Adelaide was probably only one horse to beat, and it sort of went too hard in front, and we ended up sort of having the last crack at it. But my filly will, love the 1200 metres today, but the pressure of Group 1 to Group 2 is a bit different, and it's a much stronger race today. But she's feeling good, and hopefully she runs well.
Ride well.
Mate.
Yes, Brendan Fennick. Will this be the young man's biggest day in the saddle? Time will tell. Kuzi's move on the tote is reflected pretty much what's happening on course. You're still getting value compared to what they're betting here, as is the case for Hallaberry. And Rodine is also value. It's been a little easy late in betting, but been a very firm second elect. Now, details at Doomben as we look ahead before we join Greg Miles. Doomben details, Justin Stanley was the winning rider. 6.49 across the line. Kugelhoff proving too good. Cheltenham, the ratings going with the 2. Let's check out our Sky ratings picks. Yvonne, smart horse, ahead of Impulsive Reality 2, ahead of 1. 4 and 5 are equal third picks. Latest call in the market you're about to see. Yvonne, All of the Rage. Jason Holder shooting for 4 wins on the card. You can hear the dulcet tones of one Gregory Miles. He's on the countdown to the first 2-year-old Group 1 of the calendar season. Here he is.
7 fillies.